Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batgirl issue 41. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 103, and that's to show or review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are those exclusive comics. We got Mulan Revelations issue 1, Scarlet Couture issue 3, Planet Hulk issue 2, Injustice Gods Among Us issue 4, Effigy, issue 6. Ant-Man, Larger Than Life, issue 1. Deathstroke, issue 7. Howard the Duck, issue 4. Little Mermaid, issue 5. And Daredevil, issue 16. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 103, which is annotated. But let's talk about Batgirl, issue 41. Now, this is a book I was super excited to read because I actually did, like, an article on this. I did a video on it, that I'm a sucker for a good identity reveal. I love those type of stories, and I think it's been a long time waiting for Commissioner Gordon to find out that Barbara is Batgirl. In this story, obviously, there's potential for that, because now James Gordon is Batman. And when I first heard James Gordon was Batman, I'm like, the most interesting story they could tell is with Barbara. Because Barbara's been Batgirl for such a long time and never told her father. So I'm like, this could be the most interesting story. Now, they're literally blood. They're family, blood family. But they're also part of the Bat family together. So I was really interested in that story. And very cool cover here. And it's very much in tune to what the series is, what the story is about. And just wonderful artwork by Babstar. Love her artwork. Is one of the reasons why I think I've become more comfortable with this series, because obviously, you know, it feels like a retcon, which it's not, because, you know, the creative team have already said it's not, but it's very different from Gail Simone's run, which I really enjoyed. But I gotta say, the artwork is something that really made me grow, to make me warmer towards the series. So great artwork. But let's see what's going on with the story. Oh, but I will say, there was one page that threw me off a bit with the artwork, where I thought it was a little less neater. I want to try to get the page here. I don't know, maybe it was just more of the coloring, but I felt like there was less detail on this page. And that was literally my only complaint. There's one page, and that's nitpicking. But let's see what's going on with the story. So with this issue, we get to see that Batgirl's trying to go against the hookah people, the hook people. Hook. It's not hookah. Hook. And they're still around, even though they were kind of defeated in the last arc. And they're building up Livewire, which you probably know from Batman the Anime series. And if you remember the girl team-up episode, she was part of that too. So Livewire is, she is actually a unique character to that series, and then she came into the comic books, but hasn't really been seen in a while. This is her New 52 debut, which I think is great to have her in Batgirl. But also this issue is about James Gordon telling Barbara that he's Batman. And, you know, Barbara's shocked. She's like, well, I didn't tell my secret to him at all. And he trusts, you know, he trusts me. I have to tell him. And then right when she's about to tell him, he says, well, I gotta, you know, clean up the streets. Those vigilantes, they need to go to jail. And she's like, oh, cool, Dad. And of course, she is a vigilante. So as we get towards the end of the book, she has to go up against Livewire, and guess who's there? It's her dad, and wants to put Barbara under arrest, and that's the issue. Also, you get to see a bit more of a team up between Frankie and Barbara, which I'm really enjoying too. I think Frankie's a great character, kind of like who Proxy was in the last Batgirl series. Very much an Oracle type character. So I think that's the direction they're gonna go. I think they're gonna call Frankie Oracle, which I'm okay with. I really like their team up. I like their friendship and how that's been building, and I think it makes Barbara even more of a fun character. And less solitary. She has someone to talk to, which I think is always a great thing for a superhero, to have someone to talk to as you're doing your battles, and, you know, someone to know your identity. So I think they do a great job with that, with Frankie, and especially since Black Canary's not in the series anymore, or, you know, not in the series for a while, because she's on a bend. She's in a world tour right now. But let's talk about the issue. What did I think? I love this issue. I really did. You know, it was a really hard time to pick of the week this week because there's two amazing issues in different ways, and they both got 5 stars. And this was one of them, is the debate between Little Mermaid and Batgirl. I just had such a big debate because they were both great in different ways. I had to give it to Batgirl. You know, it's everything I wanted in a book, and it was so much fun. The artwork was beautiful. And then, of course, the father-daughter relationship. You know, I feel with this series, they've been kind of stepping away from the emotional stuff with this run, and now they're going back to the emotional stuff. They did towards the end of the last arc with, you know, obviously her dealing with her getting her legs back, and, you know, dealing with that, and her enemy knowing so much about her. And now going to the core of the father-daughter relationship, which is another thing we didn't really get to see in this new run, but one of my favorite arcs that Gail Simone did, and one of my favorite New 52 arcs in general, was the Wanted arc, where James Gordon is going against his own daughter and really doesn't know it, or doesn't want to know it. So I'm really intrigued to see if Barbara will end up telling her father, which I think is gonna happen. I mean, how will she get out of this jam? She has to tell her father, and I think she'll be guilty enough to tell her father. And that's going to change the dynamic for a lot of things. And I'm really interested to see where that goes. And hopefully it'll play a part in other Batman titles too. So yeah, Batgirl issue 41, you know, it's just so much fun. And Livewire was such a great character too. There's just so many great moments where you know you love an issue when you have to go back. When you're reading the issue still, and you're like, I love that scene, let me read that again. And I had so many moments with that with Batgirl. There's multiple scenes where I'm like, I gotta go read that again. So this is a perfect 5-star book for me. I just enjoyed the hell out of it. It was fun, and it made me excited to read the next issue. I literally can't wait for the next issue to see what you know, what's to come. And that's how you know you have a really good issue on your hands. So this was Pick of the Week, and I give it 5 stars. And I don't give 5 stars to every book. It really has to be a special book to get 5 stars. So obviously it was a very good week if 2 books got 5 stars. So hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below there's links for my comic book, Like Father Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.